All right. So next module we have, which is the last module of mesh node. The last sub module of mesh module we have is UV, and let's start with pack UV islands. And let me actually show you what it is exactly doing. So because this is a pack node, I'll just show you what do you mean by pack UV island. So what it is exactly doing, if I go into my UVs and if I do let's just say this, and let me just hide this. So if you still don't know what is UVs, again I suggest you go and watch my 12-hour long YouTube video. So we have UVs, and let's just say if I wanted to pack this, which means I need to collect this properly, what I will do, I will go to UV option, and there is option of pack islands. Okay, if I click this, okay, now you will see something on your screen, this one. I have option here, right, which is the exact option of this, which is bounding shape, which is convex or concave, which is exact shape. And then I have option of scale, rotation, and then rotation method, any method. And then we need to select the margin. Let me actually add a margin of, I don't know, 0.005, right? And then if I hit pack, it is going to pack my islands, and now you can see my UV shapes is in the square format, but it is packed inside my image, right? And that is exactly what this node does. But because if you already know, every every modifier or every operations we have, which is quite major and useful, we have a node for that as well in geometry node. So it takes UV input and outputs UV, and then obviously we can select appropriate face if we want to add a particular face with help of index, integer, anything if we want. Then again, we already saw the margin option in this, so we can change the margins as a scaled, addition, and fraction, whatever method. And then we can add a margin value, which is exactly this value, right? Then we can obviously rotate as well, which is a Boolean option for some reason, because in this option we get additional option here. So if I hit align, if I hit scale, cardinal, it change according to the rotation method. So I don't know why they don't have a rotation method in here as well. And then we obviously have a convex hull, bounding box, or exact shape, which is a method to pack the islands, so pack the UVs in the island. So I never use this node because I like to take my pack from the UV option in my UV editor. So this is a UV editor, by the way. Then you go to UVs, then you go to pack island. I like to use this option more than the node itself. So again, I don't know why you need to take the individual option to pack the UVs, but obviously there is a use case where you need to perform certain operations with on top of your UVs, then you use this node. Then in continuation we have UV tangent. So I will tell you what is UV tangent in this exact setup. So let's just say I have a edge, let's just say here selected, maybe this one, and let me just show you like this. Yeah, so I have this two edges selected, and if I hit right click, if I do either mark seam or mark sharp, what it is going to do, let's just actually start with your mark seam. So what this is going to do in the mark seam, and if I hit UV unwrap, it is going to unwrap from that seam, correct, from that boundary. So what this UV tangent does, it does almost similar thing, but it creates a tangent from that seam rather than creating a boundary. So it does a similar operation to that. So this is my edge, right? Let me just, yeah. So this is my edge. So this edge technically becomes a tangent, like a seam in my geometry setup, and it gives me two options if it is exact or fast, and then I can shift my u's and v's on x and y, and then it outputs that as a tangent. So again, this is also similar. So if I go to my this, you will able to see I can shift my UVs on either x, this is my x, and this is my y. But I also had that seam which is tangent in this, not sharp actually. I said this mistakenly. This is not sharp, but you need to mark it as a seam in order to make it work like a tangent, and it does the same operation. It does the same operation like that. And then the final node we have is UV Unwrap. Now UV Unwrap you already know. If you don't know, I'll tell you. So every single UV, which means every single phase, we have some texture assigned to that inside our UV editor, which means you can see the G2 there is just modifying in my geometry. So every phase is assigned to a value in our texture, in our 2D texture, which again I explained this in a much better way in my 12-hour long tutorial. But if you want to know, I will just quickly tell you. There are methods in order to unwrap this UVs, and we have this method which is angle based. As you can see, we have angle based and conformal. In this node we get less option for some reason. I don't know why. They should have more options, but if I hit U here, you will able to see I can unwrap with help of angle, and which looks something like this, which looks very cursed to me at least. So yeah, if I do that, you can see. If I hit unwrap conformal, and again we also get additional subdivision, all that option in this here as well. But I like to use the UV until it looks good, maybe a cube projection or smart UV unwrap projection. So it gives me a different option. This is the best option, smart UV unwrap, where you can select the angle, you can do scaling, all that stuff, and then you unwrap this, and it unwraps properly. Then we also have this different option, as you can see, this packed it light pack. So there are many ways to unwrap this. Then we can either follow as well, but we need active phase must be chord. Yeah, so we need that chord, which means we need to change it. I don't like to change it. So this is a cube projection. Then we have cylinder projection. So there are types of projection, as I told you. Then sphere projection, quite good. Project from view, which is just going to project from view, so we get something like this. Then project from view, but which one? Bounds. Yeah, so it will snap to the bound. Then we can mark seam as well. I don't like to use the mark seam option from there. And then we can clear the seam as well and then reset it. So I like to use smart UV, and I guess that is that has this freedom which I don't get in this node. That's why I don't use this, but it does the same thing. So let me just quickly show you what happened. So pack UV islands, pack the UVs from this. So if you go to UV editor, pack island, it does the same thing. Then we have UV tangent, which is basically just going to select edge and convert to mark seam. And then when you actually make a projection, it will be creating that boundary. So that is exactly the tangent. And then we have a UV unwrap, which is We just saw, if we select, then we can choose the unwrapping according to different options. But I don't use all these three UV nodes because I like to have more control in my geometry. So that's why this is how I use it. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and share this video and subscribe to channel so you don't miss the next part.